fashion, music, wellness.
And don't forget sex.
Mostly sex.
If it's trending, they'll be talking about it. Trend Radio is right here.
And right now, I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
And we always have something great to say.
Because it's us. So stay tuned.
You'll be glad you did. Good morning, Elise.
Good morning. Can you believe it's New Year's Eve?
Happy New Year!
Wow. A whole year went by. Where did it go?
I don't know, but Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year to you, Elise.
And Happy New Year to you, Anthony.
And Happy New Year to all our listeners. Thank you for tuning in every Saturday listening to us.
Absolutely. We are so grateful for that. Thank you so much. And we hope that we bring as much joy and education and information into your lives as you all bring to us.
Absolutely.
You know, just letting us do this show for you.
That's right. And this show is dedicated to
all of you.
To all of you and bringing in the new year with a bang.
Literally. So if you're staying home this evening, I have a great idea, and so does Anthony. We have something really special for you guys to do.
That's right. We have a couple of ways to have an orgasm around household objects.
But first, make sure you have that wine or champagne. Make sure you have something absolutely delicious. My thing, lobsters.
Well,
lobsters for New Year's.
We do the same thing.
I know.
I try to get a 5-pound lobster, and it takes
delicious.
2 days to eat it.
Of course. But anyway, have a wonderful dinner, and then start walking around the house. And here's what you can do. I'll let you start.
That's right. If you thought you, your partner, and your vibrator were the only ways to have an orgasm, well, think again.
Absolutely.
Your house is full of a treasure trove of adventures to get off on, and all you have to do is be a little creative.
And think about this. You'll get some housework done at the same time.
That's right. Now, behold, I'm about to share a way to climax in just about every room of the house. And you will never look at your electric toothbrush quite the same again.
Oh, boy. Oh, wow.
Okay. So, if you need a vibrator to have an orgasm, but don't think you have one.
Yes, you do.
You do. That's right. An electric toothbrush, a rechargeable face cleansing brush, or, of course, a back massager.
Uh-huh.
It could be your sexual slave.
Ooh.
Be safe, of course. Keep the electrical stuff away from the sink.
Oh, absolutely.
And
no water.
That's right. And no nothing with a blade or a razor.
Yes, yes, yes. Danger.
Danger, that's right.
Danger.
All right, here you go. This is going to be very exciting. Sit your butt right on the sink and wield your new lover between your legs as your man stands in front of you. Take advantage of the mirror, or one of both of you can watch what's going on or what's going down.
Very, very interesting. But I have a good one.
Okay.
You have laundry to do? Uh-huh. Sure you do. You always have a towel or two that you can throw in the washing machine.
Oh, this is my favorite.
Yeah. Okay, so what you're going to do is put your clothing or whatever it is, load your washer, and then hop up on that washer or dryer, lying face down over the top, angling yourself on the edge so the vibrations are hitting you exactly where you need them. The dryer is actually better for warmth and a steady vibe, especially since, it is a little chilly out there. So, you're going to dry those towels anyway. You may as well take advantage of it. You can put a towel right on top for comfiness, or you can go commando for that metallic feel with more intensity. Just don't do it. This is for something for you to do at home. You know how they say don't do this at home? Definitely do this at home. You don't want to do this in the laundromat.
No, you don't. Although, on New Year's Eve, I don't think there's going to be very many people at the laundromat.
I don't think it's going to be open.
Off on public
exhibition.
Then go to the laundromat. Now, if you have a willing victim lie on his back, You can blindfold them with a scarf or your tights, or tie them up with neckties, belts. We talked about this last week.
Yeah, I don't know many men that would do this, but I mean, I guess there are them. There are men like this out there who would do that. But I know a lot of women who do.
Absolutely. I don't know any. I wish you'd introduce me.
Not happening.
Well, try tying his arms together over his head and his ankles. Tie his ankles together.
Okay.
Once secured and ready to submit, you can turn spatulas or wooden spoons into paddles. And you can get some clothespins or some
those little chip clips.
The chip bag clips.
Yeah.
That's right. And once the two of you are feeling it, slide on top of him and use him like the dirty little sex toy that he is.
Wow. See what you can do at home?
Now, if you have like a yoga ball.
Oh, yeah. You know what? We all do, all of us women, we all do yoga at home.
Right. I have a yoga ball also, but I don't do yoga on it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this.
What do you do on it?
I do crunches. Very boring. Alrighty. Have your partner take a seat on the ball with feet firmly anchored to the ground. Sit on his lap facing him and have him hold your hips with his hands, making sure you're both steady.
Wow.
Now, you can do this against the couch or a wall for safety.
Okay.
And I suppose...
for safety.
Well, I suppose you could also wear bicycle helmets for ultra safety, but don't do that.
Oh, my gosh.
Bob up and down gently until you find that the ball starts doing all the work for you.
Wow. That's interesting. Can you imagine falling off the ball but having helmets on? That's hilarious.
Now, this is really pretty cute. I really like this. It's FaceTime.
Oh. Okay. All right. So like when you're both home, FaceTime your significant other from a locked room. Prop the phone against a surface and tell him you're going to strip for him.
Oh.
And do just that, touching yourself and teasing him. But don't let him come in until you're both about to. Well, I think you got the gist.
Wow. I like that. Just have a good time.
Oh, I love that.
Yummy, yummy.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
So, that's how you ring in the new year.
Agreed.
Trend radio style.
Agreed.
But, it's a new year. Let's get your life together. And
you can do it very quickly, too.
That's right. And just 15 minutes. I'm going to tell you a story about a sloppy girlfriend that I had and a very clean girlfriend.
Did you notice we're in a new year and it's still about him?
Well, it's our show, and I like to talk about me. Who do you like to talk about?
I like to talk about everybody else out there and wishing them the best and doing good things for all of them.
Well, we're going to take this 15 minutes. We're going to talk about me.
Of course we are. We always do.
So I met a gal, and we had gone out a couple of times. I think I've told this story.
Probably.
Before.
The one who had the crumbs in bed?
Yeah. So, we went out. She was very, very nice. And, I guess after about the third or fourth date, she invited me up, so to speak. So
you went up.
I went up.
And you went into her bedroom. And you went into her bed. And you got naked in her bed. And unfortunately, there were crumbs.
Crumbs all over the bed. And then I looked at the dresser, and there was so much dust you could write your name in it. And then I looked at the lamp.
So guess what he did? He
and there
got
was a
out of the bed.
cobweb from the lamp to the corner of the ceiling.
He got out of the bed.
Yeah. I went home. That was the last I seen of her. She was in the shower. When she got out, I was gone.
Yeah. At least her body was clean.
That's right. But I couldn't do a clean body in a dirty bed. Sorry. Well, and then, I've been looking for this gal too on Facebook. I can't find her. She was spotlessly clean.
Did you want to hire her as a cleaning lady?
No.
Since the other ones steal
Well,
and drink your liquor?
yes, they do, them little son of a guns. This particular gal, little Italian girl, just adorable, and her house was spotless. And whenever she got mad at me, she would start cleaning.
Oh,
so
yeah, so
I
you'd
quickly
invite her
learned I would invite her over.
pick a fight.
Pick a fight. I would
and have her
leave.
clean. Yeah.
I said,
and she'd clean your house. That's why I asked you. I knew this story.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's why I
yeah.
asked you. Did you want to invite her over? Did you want to have her clean for you again?
No, I have the cleaning ladies that drink my liquor
And steal your bullets.
and steal my
but
bullets. Yeah.
Whatever.
So, if you want to just get your act together, we're going to show you how, and we're going to tell you how.
Perfect.
We're going to give you a few cleaning tips and organization projects that'll make your life so much better in just 15 minutes for the new year. Now, the time it takes to paint your nails,
Polish. We
Or-
paint walls. We polish nails.
whatever.
Uh-huh.
Okay, or order a pizza and wings.
Uh-huh.
You're going to learn how to get your act together for the new year.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to confess something right here in front of all you thousands of people. I am a Tupperware hoarder. Any kind of container. I just find them so necessary.
They are actually very necessary, but it depends on the kind of container. See, I went
have
through
every kind.
I went through this crazy purge, and what I ended up doing, honestly, was kind of getting rid of most of my plastic containers and going and switching to glass.
And I have most of those plastic containers of hers.
I know. Unfortunately, he also has some of my glass ones. But the worst part about the whole thing is that the glass ones still have covers, and I think he loses the covers. And then I have to, but here's the beautiful part about that. Saran wrap sticks to glass. So it's really great. So at least when I'm bringing in salads, at least I can still cover them. Although today, yes, I know we're eating salad from a plastic container. Do you know the reason why?
At least we don't have to put it in the microwave.
Do you know the reason why?
You had a lid to it.
No, that's not the reason.
It was big
If you
enough.
notice that it's gold, it's part of the Christmas collection. Okay? And somebody gave them to me. So I decided to use it. But anyway, so we were talking about your Tupperware purge.
Well, there came a day that I had to admit to myself that I was keeping
you had a problem?
more empty Tupperware containers than I could ever use in my lifetime. And since then, I've managed my container hoarding tendency to having a dedicated space in one of my kitchen cabinets in which I kept these jars or
These
containers.
containers. I only have one cabinet also that has just containers.
That's right. And when that space is full,
There are no more containers.
no more containers are allowed in. And as you know, I have been known to take containers from the salon and bring them home.
Yes, you take them from me all the time.
But I always bring them back.
Sometimes. Don't say always.
Now, food containers in general, that's an easy thing to keep too much of. And luckily, it was also easy to cut a collection down to a manageable assortment.
Good.
So if you've got 15 minutes, do yourself a favor and get that mess under control. And here's how you do it.
I love that.
Take everything out of that cabinet so you can assess your collection in its entirety. Sort the containers into groups
And only put back what actually fits properly.
by size and shape, and then match your lids to the containers. And if
Exactly.
they don't fit,
Then get rid of the container.
boom, out.
Exactly.
Now, any stained...
I'm going to have to go to your house and do this and find my containers.
Yeah, I got a cabinet full of them. Now, any stained, warped, or lidless containers or containers that don't fit
Get rid
snugly,
of them.
they can go.
Get rid of them.
Place the plastic or storage containers with screw-on lids, and they can be repurposed for places like the basement and the garage, your toolbox, or to corral
Right.
anything like nails, screws, coins, stuff like that.
Cords, that's a good idea.
Yeah. My dad, he had a workshop in his basement, and he had 100 jar lids nailed to the ceiling with a screw jar filled with stuff, and he screwed them, and all he had to the jar lid that was nailed to the ceiling, and he just looked up and could find any size screw or nut or bolt or washer that he needed.
What a great idea.
Isn't it, though?
That is a great idea. I'm
right.
thinking about this, and I'm thinking about my basement, and that's fantastic. I love that.
Great idea.
Great idea, Phil. That was good.
Now, once you shrunk your collection, put everything back into one specific place.
Perfect.
Which will help you keep it under control.
And keep yourself organized.
That's right. Now, if it doesn't fit in your designated space and you're like me and just can't throw anything away, put them in a cardboard box and store them in your garage, your attic, or your basement. And as I said, if you're like me, there'll soon be no space in your garage for your car.
That's funny.
So, Elise,
Yes.
none of you women are washing your bras often enough.
That's not true.
Or maybe one of you is washing your bras enough. But Elise, I know you don't wear them, so this really doesn't apply to you.
Oh my God.
You just plop them right on the desk here.
Why does he do this?
I've talked to you several times about this.
That is horrible.
Rest
That
them
is
on
not
your
true.
lap, not the counter here, please.
They don't go on the counter. They don't go on my lap.
Okay, Elise, if you wore bras,
I do wear them, and I'm wearing one now.
the general rule is
Unbelievable.
that the bra should be washed every 2 to 3 wearings.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, hand washing is ideal,
Perfect.
but also hand washing is really easy and will truly only take you 15 minutes.
Right, but you can also put them in the washing machine on, your low cycle in a lingerie bag, and that really is fantastic too.
Mm-hmm. Well, my problem is that
I understand that you're wearing a bra also
It's a
now,
men's
and I
ear.
know that that's your problem.
Not a bra,
And
it's a bro.
But what's your problem?
Well,
What's your problem with it?
What my lady leaves her bras hanging out to dry all
does
over the
not.
bathroom, the
She
dressing
does not.
room.
She does not. Don't listen to him. You know what? If you're going to pick on me and I have to fight for myself, I'm going to fight for her too. Don't you dare say that. That's not true. She doesn't do that.
All right. Here are the basics. Yes, she does. Of how
No,
to
she
proceed.
doesn't. I'm over enough that I know
Okay,
that
you
there are
c-
no bras hanging out all over the place.
You can stick them in a laundry bag and put them on the hand wash cycle in your machine.
Yeah, it really does
you
work
can
very
do that.
nicely, and it doesn't take the shape out of them, ladies.
That's right. But if you're in an apartment and you don't have a washing machine, the
yeah.
kitchen sink is a good place to start.
Well, I have another idea also afterwards. If you're in an apartment and your space is limited, I have another place for you.
Okay. Not, other than the kitchen sink?
Yes.
All right. Well, the kitchen sink is roomy enough for you to submerge several bras underwater without creating like a huge drippy mess. Just be sure that your sink is clean, not like that old girlfriend of mine that had dishes
I
stacked
have a
up to
great
the
idea.
ceiling.
I have a great idea. I know,
Can I finish telling you how to wash your bra?
but I know how, and I wanted to add something to that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have a few girlfriends that actually live in New York, and they have very, very, very limited space.
Yeah.
And here's one of the things that they would do, just
Okay.
so you know this. Okay, so they would take a shower, and they would actually put their hair, they would put a hair mask on that they'd have to leave on for about 10 minutes. And while they're in the shower, they would actually wash their bras and hang them on the side of the shower, above the shower, right on the shower curtain, finish their shower. Their bras are still hanging, okay, and they're drying. They would finish their shower, and then that evening, they would come home. Mostly everything would be dry, and they would put them away. And that's what they would do.
Well, I remember the first time I showered with a girl. We were young. She showered with her bra and panties on. But anyway, if you're going to be in the shower and you don't want to wear your bra,
That's a way to wash them, I guess.
fill your sink with lukewarm water and add a small amount of detergent. And you don't need a specialty detergent. Just regular would be fine. And just don't put them on the stove to dry, or in the microwave. Add your bras to the mix, swirl
The
them around.
microwave.
That was a joke.
He puts metal in the microwave.
It makes it much hotter inside there. Okay, add your bras to the mix, swirl them around in the water, allow the detergent to get into those fibers, let them soak for a few minutes. Drain the sink, refill with fresh water, swish them around again, take them out, and roll the bras into a towel and press out as much water as you can.
Yes.
And then hang the bras by their center gore. Don't hang them by the straps.
Right. Oh, never.
Okay.
Never.
On a rack. Put them away before your husband or your boyfriend sees them. Believe me, the sight of hanging bras is a real testosterone drainer for a guy.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. See them things we get.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I was just going to tell you another story about one of I went to visit a friend of mine, and his wife had all of her.
No, that's unacceptable.
Yeah. I went to see him. She wasn't there. He was. Her bras and her panties were hanging all over the damn living room. It was bad.
That's awful. There's no reason for that. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Right. That's right. Now, how about cleaning the bathroom sink, mirror, and toilet all at the same time? This is an easy one.
Okay.
And it's great because I know that cleaning a bathroom isn't really super high on most people's lists of fun activities.
Yeah, but if you can do it all at the same time, that's fantastic.
That's right. And especially with a small amount of time and effort.
Sure.
You can make your bathroom look visibly better. And this is helpful to remember if you have like a last minute guest dropping by.
You always do. And for some reason, especially my house, there's like a circulating door. Yep. People are always coming in and out. It's amazing to me. And my son brings, which I love that he does this, but 5 guys at a time.
Wow.
Are coming
there's
in the
pee
house.
Everywhere in that bathroom.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for saying that on the air.
Well, I'm not talking about exactly a deep clean, but it will make a difference. And here's what you're going to do. Get a can of that foaming bathroom cleaner.
Oh, yeah, like scrubbing bubbles or something like that.
Hit the sink and toilet with it, including the side inside the toilet bowl.
Sure.
Now, while the bubbles do their work, grab a couple of paper towels and some glass cleaner, clean the mirror, and hang on to those paper towels for just a second.
Okay.
Now, once the scrubbing bubbles had a few minutes to do their work, wipe them away using a damp sponge. Start with the sink, wipe off the toilet seat, the rim of the bowl, and use a toilet brush to scrub the bowl itself.
Doesn't he sound sexy right now?
Or...
This is a turn on, actually.
Or, if you're like me, call Pete, have...
Yeah, sex gone.
Pete's my maintenance man. Have him install a drain in your floor.
Oh my God, he did this. He did this in the salon. Oh my God, because you know why? We have peers. We have, especially
Not
wood in particular.
Peers.
We have a peer.
Urinating specialists.
She is definitely, she does this. She pees all over the seat. It's horrifying. Nobody wants to go to the bathroom afterwards.
The wall, the floor.
She's like a peer. She's a sprayer. But anyway, he got this thing, and he has a drain in the floor and a hose, and really, really, really hot water comes out.
Stainless steel hose.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's all about the steel. But anyway, after everybody is done with work, this is the funniest thing. He clears out the bathroom, takes out the garbage can, that kind of thing. We sweep it out as best as we possibly can, and he goes to town. He goes inside, sprays some cleanser, and then, and it can go anywhere, because he is going to take that hose and let it rip. And it just goes, he cleans that bathroom and it is soaking wet. And then we have a squeegee, okay? And then all the water that's left goes right down the drain.
It takes me 5 minutes or less to clean that entire bathroom.
It's really great. It really is. I mean, like, let me just explain. It's not, the mirrors aren't wiped down with, glass cleaner, but we do that afterwards.
I don't hose the mirrors.
No, but we do that after. But I'm telling you, that floor and that toilet, because I'm telling you, she's a peer everywhere. But that floor and toilet spotless.
And if you decide to do it the Anthony Vincent way, it's only a couple of $100 to.
It's really amazing. A
Yeah,
French
and-
drain.
Yeah, and it.
You guys can call Pete too.
Yeah.
Just email me or us actually at trendradio920@gmail.com. I'll give you Pete's phone number and a $50 gift certificate to Anthony Vincent Salon. Come in and check out our drain.
You'll be glad you did. Now, Elise and I, being in the beauty consultant business for most of our lives, we know a little bit about washing your makeup brushes.
Oh my gosh, it's very, very important that you do.
Absolutely.
We wash them all the time. Mara and I are constantly washing and conditioning our makeup brushes because we use them so often.
Right. And keeping those makeup brushes clean will help you prevent breakouts.
Well, also, we're using them on other people, so we're cleaning them all the time.
That's right. And it also assures a very smooth makeup application.
Absolutely.
Now, here's how to do it. And I'm sure Lisa's going to interrupt me and tell you how she does it. So I'm just going to let her.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you can fill up a small bowl about halfway with some water and whatever brush cleaner it is that you like. Okay? Then you're going to place the brushes, just the bristles of the brushes, in the cleaning solution with the handles leaning against the side of the bowl. Okay, you don't need your wooden or whatever brush handles to get wet. Let them soak for, a few seconds, about a minute or two. And once the bristles have absorbed some of the cleanser, you're going to take the brush out and wipe it back and forth on a paper towel. And you're going to use paper specifically. And you can repeat this process if necessary, if there's a lot of makeup built up inside. But anyway, and this can definitely happen with blush and bronzer and especially concealers and that kind of thing. Until there's no more residue, that's when you're going to stop. Once the brush is clean, lay it flat, reshape the brush, reshape the bristles, and allow them to air dry.
And do you have your specific brush cleaner recipe?
I usually use distilled water. Never use alcohol, as alcohol will dry out the brushes. But you can use a little bit of dish detergent or a non-alkaline shampoo, like a baby shampoo, that kind of thing. That's basically what we use. We use baby shampoo. Or sometimes if we don't have any, we'll use a little Dawn because that'll take the grease out. But stay away from alcohol for that because it's very, very drying. And then you're going to combine these ingredients together. And then you can also, after you're done and after you're done cleaning, you can actually add a little conditioner to each one, massage it in, because the hair on the brushes, it's all real hair. So you want to make sure that you also condition your hair, your brushes, your bristles, just the way you would your hair. Then you're going to rinse that out with the warm water and again, reshape your bristles.
Well, Elise, what does all of this cleaning have to do with our show? After all, Trend Radio is about relationships, love, lust, and sex.
Mostly sex. And this has a lot to do with sex.
Well, here is the moment of truth, what you've been waiting for. Now, cleaning your sex toys.
Yes. The way you clean your brushes, your makeup brushes, basically, you're going to do the same thing with your sex toys.
Now, there are nuances when it comes to cleaning your sex toys. There are electric or battery motorized or not. They're made of stainless steel or glass. And are you using them solo or with a partner? But generally speaking, as you said, a damp cloth and dish soap are all you need to keep your toys clean.
Yes, and here's the thing. Cleaning these toys, very, very important. Because when you allow sexual fluids to build up on these toys, that can lead to yeast infections, or even worse, it can transmit sexual diseases. Plus, your toys give you so very much and ask for so little in return. I think you can show them a little love from time to time.
A word to the wise. Keep a brand new sex toy or two still wrapped up in the box, in the wrapper, in the bottom drawer of your dresser, just in case you find yourself with a new sex partner.
Always be prepared.
Just like a Boy Scout. You know, I was in the Boy Scouts. I got
Were you?
yeah, I got thrown out.
That's not a compliment.
Yeah, I ate a brownie. All right, we're going to take a quick break.
Trend Radio continues after this on 920 The Jersey.
Need a salon that's about the whole you? Precision haircuts, flawless makeup, impeccable nails, top-rated professional hair products. Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a hairstylist who has his finger on the pulse of all the latest trends? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for a dependable salon with over 35 years in the industry? Anthony Vincent Salon. Looking for New York City and internationally trained stylists that will create the perfect look for you? Anthony Vincent Salon. Shine brightly while walking down the aisle. Anthony Vincent Salon. For longer, thicker, beautiful hair extensions, Anthony Vincent Salon. Incredible makeup applications for weddings, proms, or any special occasions. Anthony Vincent Salon. Have dry, brittle summer hair? Get a hot shot. Anthony Vincent Salon. Before you put a ring on it, manicure it. Anthony Vincent Salon. Your image is their specialty. For the 150,000 hairs on your head, there's only one choice. Anthony Vincent Salon. For a more beautiful you, call now 609-448-2212 and follow them on Twitter.
If you're joining us just now, I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise, and we are Trend Radio.
And in Trend Radio, we talk about sex. You can't get this information anywhere. And do you want to look younger?
I always want to look younger.
Well, the vernacular you. Have more sex.
Okay, the vernacular me.
You know, I was watching this show on Shopping Network, and the gal was doing these facelifts, and she has this magnetic platinum product that she was putting on these women who were in their 40s, 60s, and 70s.
Where
And
were the 50s?
she was 58.
Okay.
Yes,
So
she was
there.
58.
Now I just wanted to make sure because you said 40s, 60s, and 70s, and you skipped right over the 50s.
There was a woman, and actually, she was beautiful. She was 58 years old. She had white hair, white silver hair, and blue eyes.
Nice.
Just 58 years old,
Very
gorgeous.
pretty. Very Nordic.
And this is this platinum facelift thing, and she was putting it and pushing the face up and pushing the lips up, pushing the eyebrows up, and it was staying there with this cream. Pushed her cheeks up, so I was really intrigued by it.
I would definitely love that.
Yeah, and the kit was like $200 and something for these
Ooh.
couple of.
You know what though? If there's something that works, there's no amount of money that is too much money if it works. It works.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, Americans will spend billions of dollars a year on anti-aging treatments and products.
Of course.
You know, all in hopes of
Looking younger.
maintaining a youthful appearance. And you know, some of those dollars are spent with us right here at Anthony Vincent Salon. And we do a pretty good job of helping you look your very best, I might say.
I think so.
Yeah. Now, however, according to new research, there's a fun, all-natural way to look younger.
Okay. Tell me. What is it?
Have more sex.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know, the result is a study from the.
You know, that's interesting because we've actually talked about this, and we've not only can you look younger and feel better having more sex, but you're healthier too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's so
More
many.
energetic,
But there's so many reasons.
Yeah, and
You know?
I'm going to hit some of those reasons a little.
You could have hit him.
I'm going to hit them, baby.
All right, you hit him
I'm
up.
going to hit them.
Hit him right up.
So this study by a British consultant and clinical psychologist, his name is Dr. David Weeks. In his study, he shows that older men and women who have active sex lives can look 5 to 7 years younger than their real actual age.
I believe that.
And Dr. Oz does something with your real age, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff we talk about, I hear, and
There are all kinds of little questionnaires and little things, little tests that you can take to find out what your real age is. I'm like 20 years younger in real age than I am in my actual age based on my answers. So I love that.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I think that's
that sounds like a
fantastic.
fun test to take. Maybe.
You know what? I'll pull one up.
Okay.
And we can take it, and then we'll give our results on the air. How's that?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Go on.
So this Dr. Weeks, he's a former head of old age psychology at the Royal Edinburgh Hospital. And, you know, what he did is he spent over a decade investigating the sex lives of thousands of men and women of all ages.
Wow.
Not just older. And, you know, from his investigations, he concludes that sexual satisfaction is a major contributor to quality of life.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
But we've always talked about that.
We have, yeah.
Yeah, and that is absolutely the truth.
And we didn't have this study to
compare it to.
compare
No,
it
we
to.
haven't. But I mean, that is definitely very, very important. I mean, aside from anything, you know, having an orgasm releases serotonin in your brain.
Yes, it
and
does.
right there, that's your happy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and so that's amazing.
It's
That's
funny.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned those endorphins because, you know, one of the benefits that he talked about was the release of endorphins. And for those who don't know what endorphins are, they're the chemicals in your body that make you feel good, and they help relieve pain also.
Exactly. And that's so interesting. I couldn't agree with this more. But I mean, I've always said this. And that's why, as we're talking about it, I know so much about it because it's the truth. It's something that I would agree with and I promote.
Yeah. And, you know, these endorphins, you know, that are released, they ease anxiety and they contribute to a restful sleep.
Absolutely. I was going to say that.
Of course you were.
Oh, then I won't say it. How's that?
Well, we've talked about, you know, studies that show that people who have and enjoy sex do and also enjoy better sleep.
I agree. That is true.
Now, another benefit of both more sex and more sleep is healthier skin.
Oh, yes.
When you have sex, you're bathing the skin in anti-inflammatory molecules like oxytocin and beta endorphins.
Yeah, and that's so healthy for your skin. It gives you that rejuvenated look, that glow. You know, it's the kind of thing, you know, when your friend, you know, your guy friend comes over and, you know, hey, you're looking good. Or your girlfriend, you know, one of my girlfriends will walk in and she's just kind of bouncing around and I'm smiling at her and saying, just, you know, where were you? And she's like, oh, you know where I was. You know what I did. Absolutely.
I'd like to meet that friend.
Yeah, I'm sure. You already know her.
Oh, and you're not going to tell me who she is, right?
Of course not. Why would I do that?
Well, now you got me thinking who that is. Anyway, did you know that acne breakouts occur more when people are stressed or sleep deprived?
I do know that. Yeah, your body gets all clogged up and you just can't help it. It's one of those reactions that you have to not having a health. That's like being very, very stressed and not sleeping is adding to a non-healthy lifestyle.
That's right. Well, having sex treats acne.
Well, that's because your body is relaxed. And so, you know, when you're in a relaxed state of mind, you don't have those breakouts. You are healthier. Your blood pressure is down. You know, it's all those different things. I know.
And what it does is that sex increases your blood circulation, which boosts your heart health, as well as giving your skin a very healthy glow, just like you said.
See that?
You're just so smart.
Ah, thank you.
You know, it's amazing we can't agree on everything.
Oh, gosh.
But wouldn't that be boring?
It would be very boring, especially if I agreed with you on certain things. It would be really bad.
Well, you know, having sex also releases human growth hormone, HGH. And that protects your skin against wrinkling.
Oh.
It helps retain its elasticity.
Yep.
And sex also benefits your immune system.
So basically, everyone, all of you people listening, go out and have sex. Have it today. You'll be glad you did.
And if you can't, if you're having trouble finding a partner, email us. Email us at
trendradio920@gmail.com.
Let us know you're having a little trouble. Send a picture.
You know what we'll do? We'll give you a $50 gift certificate to Anthony Vincent Salon.
For
you
a
can
makeover?
use it toward any makeover, and we'll help you get the person that you would like to.
That sounds like fun.
Don't you think?
Absolutely.
We'll start matchmaking too.
Okay, we'll do that. So, it'll burn a little fat too, so help you look a little bit better in those tight jeans.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So
You're
all of these benefits
unreal.
combined, including a gift certificate to Anthony Vincent Salon, results in a very youthful appearance.
So you're on your way to a healthier, more beautiful you.
That's right. Now, how much sex does one need to see such benefits?
16 times a day, everybody. No, I'm kidding.
Well, Dr. Weeks recommends only about 2 or 3 times a week for a youthful appearance.
2 or 3 times a week for a youthful appearance.
Yes, wow, that's pretty good, huh?
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
The philosophy is the more, the better. However, many people have busy lives and simply do not have the time
So if you
to
can
have
only-
sex on a daily basis.
Yes. So if you can only get it in really once a week, you're on your way.
They don't have time for sex on a daily
You
basis.
make time.
That's what I'm saying.
How would you not make time? Oh, man.
See,
That's if you
guys
have a
think
partner.
differently, don't they?
Wait.
True.
That's if you have a partner.
Well, that's true, too. I mean, if you have somebody with you, it's
Yeah.
easier to do 2
Yeah.
or 3 times a week. But if you have someone with you, then you make time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was the truth. I mean, if you have somebody in your life.
Yeah, it's a lot harder if you don't, because then you'd have to go out a lot during the week, just to meet somebody.
Yeah.
So all the energy is expended on finding
Yeah,
somebody.
the hunt. The hunt really
hunt.
tires you out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just, not everybody is willing to just go and get to it. I mean, there has to be like, we've had this was another show. We've had this conversation.
The cat and mouse phase. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny.
More people should be listening to our show. You can't get this information anywhere.
No, you definitely
but
can't.
Right here on Trend Radio.
Yeah. I agree.
I got a couple of more weird sex facts that you may not know.
I love weird sex facts from you. Yeah. All right, shoot.
All right, we've been talking a lot about breasts today, and approximately 1% of women can achieve full orgasms solely through stimulating their breasts.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's only 1%.
Okay. Nearly 2/3 of all men and women have fantasized about another person while having sex with their current partner.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'm surprised that's not higher.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be higher.
I thought so too. Typically the one being fantasized about is not someone that, they'll even be able to have sex with, but it might increase their partner satisfaction.
Well, it's kind of similar to like when somebody is like infatuated with an actor or an actress, or, somebody that.
You mean like Rachel Ray?
Okay, if that's
my
your
girl.
choice,
That's my girl. Well, I think she's hot. I mean, she she can feed you real good, and they say that a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Now, I always thought it was a little bit lower, but Rachel Ray does have an open relationship with her husband. So,
well, then why don't you give her a call?
I might have a shot. I
go
might
for
have
it.
a shot.
It's true. You just might. I think you should definitely do that. Call Rachel Ray. You'll be glad you did.
Look up her number right now.
No, I'll get you the information. We'll email her show.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. So that wasn't gross, right? Was that gross?
You know what, Anthony? There's so much else that we talk about that's actually really gross.
Yeah, celebrity crushes doesn't seem too gross to me.
Yeah, that's not too gross.
Well, when you are aroused and prepped for sex, you're actually less likely to be grossed out by anything
Wow.
that you hear, see, or do.
Wow. Okay.
But you got to get turned
You have
on.
to be aroused.
That's right. What do they say? You got to preheat the oven before you put the meat in or something like that?
Oh,
Yeah, it works,
That's
yeah.
true.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. You have to make sure the skillet is hot before you sear.
There you go, yeah.
That's true.
And one last fun fact about sex. We got time for it? We got time for one more?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Okay. Orgasms, along with sneezes, cannot be voluntarily stopped once they've started because they are a physiological response to that
Wow.
event.
Wow. And there you have it.
Well, but all of this talk about food and dressings and oil and hair, let's get down to the juicy stuff right here. Let's talk a little more
I
about some
love
sex.
juice. Ooh,
You want to talk about sex?
let's talk about sex, baby. Yep.
Women with more male friends have a lot more sex in their relationships.
I mean, I have a lot of friends too, as you know.
And you have sex with all of them?
No, I don't. I actually don't have sex with any of my friends. But you see, I have a lot of friends too, and a lot of them are men. A lot of male friends I have.
See, I had, being in the business I'm in, I've had a lot of female friends, mostly female friends. There's too much estrogen in my life, and I had sex with pretty much all of them.
It's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. Anyway.
Yeah, I get a lot of that,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, Go on.
All right.
Let's talk about the study, okay?
All right. Let's get back to the study here. All right. You know, most women probably don't make a connection between how many male friends they have and how much sex they're having in their relationship. But there is a new study that suggests that for evolutionary reasons.
Okay.
Yeah, it's evolutionary. The more guy friends you have, the more sex you will have in your relationship.
Okay. What if you don't have a relationship and you're just a girl who has some male friends and you don't actually have a relationship?
The study doesn't talk about that. It only talks about women in relationships.
Women in relationships who have male friends.
Yes.
Okay. They
Okay.
have more sex in their relationships. Okay.
Alrighty.
I'm glad you cleared that up.
Yes, I did. Now, you know, the research was published in the Journal of Comparative Psychology.
Okay.
And it says that a man who considers his partner attractive to others is likely to have more sex with his partners if she has other males in her life.
Well, I understand that completely because you see, men being the insecure partner, if their beautiful lady has other male friends, that makes them a little bit uncomfortable, if you will, a
That's
little bit jealous, and they want to make sure they're taking care of their lady.
boy, you were absolutely right. You didn't read this study, did you?
I did not. I never read any of them. No, but I do understand the male mind.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, whether they know it or not, you know, men perceive other males in their partner's life as sexual threats.
Absolutely. You know, I understand that firsthand. I do.
Yes. This is a result of what evolutionary psychologists, it's called sperm competition.
Aye. Okay.
And all that means is that a man will try harder to inseminate his partner if he thinks that he has competition from other potential sexual rivals.
How funny is that?
It really is funny.
That is so funny.
But it is true.
It is the truth.
Yeah.
I agree with you. So funny.
So these guys have a subconscious desire to ensure that their sperm produces the most offspring.
Okay. Their sperm produces the most offspring, or just hear me out, or that they are producing the most excitement for their lady so that she's not looking anywhere else.
Well, that is the gist of the study.
Got
right
it.
There. That's the gist of the
Okay,
study.
you see that? So in layman's terms, forgetting the sperm for a moment, that's what it's about.
Didn't we do a show about cavemen and they did
Yes.
the DNA?
Yes,
and
we did.
One caveman had like inseminated 150 different women.
Notice how the man can just make sure he puts his mark everywhere, but gosh, that woman has one male friend and he's all freaked out. Did you notice that?
I didn't notice.
That is the alpha male.
Well, in this study, there was about 400 men that were in committed, sexually active, heterosexual relationships, and they were recruited.
Okay.
And the participants rated how sexually and physically attractive they found their partner,
Okay.
as well as how sexually and physically attractive they thought other men found their partner.
Okay.
Okay.
That's very interesting. So, can I interrupt about this?
Of course, you
Okay.
always do.
So,
Don't let me stop you now.
Not stopping.
2 years later.
So take a woman who's really, you know, how we talk about the frump and
Yes.
how you're always talking about how, you know, the homely woman is so much more appreciative.
Oh, she is.
Yes. So that being said, take a man who's in a relationship with a frumpy, homely woman. Okay. But he's in the relationship with her and there must be some good qualities. But he knows, because he has eyes, he knows that she's not physically attractive to other men. So does he have more sex with her? Or is he concerned about that?
No, because it's all about
Being
how-
taken care of. She takes care. Oh, I got it. She takes care of him, cooks for him, cleans for him, does all those different things, and takes care of him sexually as well. However, he is not concerned that other men are with her because she's really basically frumpy and unattractive. Very interesting.
And
wow.
he may be unattractive also. Not necessarily, though.
Not necessarily, because you're the one who's sitting here saying the frumpy, unattractive woman is the more
Appreciative. That's what I found. But for me, I find beauty. No, I find beauty. This is the truth, and you know this. I find beauty, something beautiful, in every woman that I meet.
You
and
find something. Yes.
You and I both know that the physical outward appearance can be changed, modified, and improved so that every woman with the right hairstyle, the right makeup, the right skincare, the right clothes, they can all be beautiful. Some just don't know how.
We were not doing a commercial for Anthony Vincent Salon just now. We were talking about studies and the study about the frumpy, unattractive being more appreciative. That was strictly it, because you know me, I certainly find something beautiful in everybody, and it's not ever about the outside. It's always about the inside. The inside glow is what counts, because you can bring that
Beauty
glow.
radiates from within.
Yeah, you can bring that glow outside. So that's not what we were talking about. We were talking about you and your
Me,
studies.
or the vernacular me. The vernacular
Always
you.
vernacular.
All right.
But we were talking about a study, a very specific study, because remember when you said that, I went crazy because you know I don't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we were talking about.
Can I get back to the study now?
Sure.
Thank you.
No problem.
Alrighty. These 400 men then listed how many male friends and coworkers their partner had before reporting how many times they had sex with their partner in that past week. Okay. And as expected, the researchers found that couples that had more sex when the woman had a greater interaction with other men.
That is very interesting.
It is. And you know what's even more interesting, Elise, is
Tell me.
All right, this behavior isn't really unique to human males. Animals do the same thing.
I'm sure they do.
They do.
I'm sure all males think the same way.
There's a huge amount of non-human literature showing that male animals become very interested in having sex with their partners when they see their partner's interactions with other males.
Yeah, it's a male thing. I actually often think to myself, you know, I'm sorry for thinking or learning about this because I have a son. So I'm like, oh, sorry, Zach. You know what I mean? But I know men. Oh gosh.
You know, and men don't even know that they're acting out the Darwinian jealousy when they initiate the sex.
I think some men do. I think some men are very, very aware of what they do.
Yes, they're the enlightened ones.
Yeah. Okay. Very funny. Very good study.
Okay. No. And also, this pattern of behavior is observed in various species, from mice to birds to insects.
And to you men.
Well, lions and most mammals.
Lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh, my. So, you know, in the field of medical fertility, you know, men provide semen for use in human fertility treatments. And, you know, we got to talk to Dr. Depp about this, because this is really a crazy thing that I'm about to tell you.
All right, tell me.
But it's true.
I want to know.
So the porn that men could watch when they provide these semen samples were different. If you asked one man to provide a masturbatory ejaculate while watching a scene,
Very well pronounced.
thank you. So if one group of men were watching a scene of multiple men having sex with one woman, and another group of men were asked to do it while watching a scene of one man having sex with multiple women.
Oh, well, we know who had more sperm.
Speen?
I was going to say semen. Semen and sperm together makes speen. We know who had more.
Well, not only more, but the quality of the ejaculate is higher in the man who observed the multiple women with one guy.
Bingo! Because you men are all alike.
Yeah, we're pigs. Well, anyway, those findings suggested that the more males a woman is friends with, the more sexual rivals her partner perceives himself to have.
Wow.
Okay, very good. So,
Hey, you know what? I'm speechless anymore about this.
well, in other words, a man who's worried about sexual rivals might consciously make the decision to initiate sex more often to make sure that his partner is sexually satisfied, just like you said,
Of course.
and won't look outside the relationship.
Gotcha.
Elise, I can't believe the Clarence Clemens birthday bash is just a week away.
What a year we've had.
Yeah.
What a month we've had. And it's been so much fun having Nick here live the way we have. And everybody can just come to Bar A in Belmar next week, and we're going to see everything live. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, they have the 40, the All-Star 40 guys from New Jersey people.
I know. Fabulous.
And what a magnificent group when they all get together. That sounds amazing.
It's going to be amazing. Don't miss it.
They've got Ricky Bird from Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. They've got, who's that girl that you like? I can't remember her name. Joe Weiner.
Oh, Joe Weimer's always there.
My God.
Oh, she's amazing.
She
Love her.
She looks like you. When she's up there standing, she looks just like you.
When I had hair.
Yep. Well, we really hope to see everybody out there.
Be there.
Because you never know who's going to show. You've been listening to Trend Radio, where we talk about what's hot every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. You want more? Go right to our website, 920thejersey.com, click on demand, and scroll directly to us.
And get the lowdown on getting down. Tune in to your bad boy inside you.
Or your bad girl.
Listen each week. We always have something sexy to say. Got questions? Email us now at trendradio920@gmail.com. You'll be glad you did.
And remember, your smile is your logo, your personality, well, that's your business card.
But how you make people feel, that becomes your trademark.
I'm Anthony Vincent.
And I'm Elise.
We'll talk to you next week.
Bye for now.